Hello and welcome to the Federal. The India Alliance in Delhi, which is essentially the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party of Arvind Kejriwal, received a fresh setback yesterday with Arvinder Singh Lovely, the president of the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee, submitting his resignation from his post and sending his resignation to Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, highlighting uh, primarily three different issues on which he says that he's taking a principled stand. He's not resigned from the party, but from the post of the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee president. Now, these three red flags that he has raised are not new to people who have been following Delhi politics and Delhi Congress closely, but his letter has basically brought them out in the open. The first is the continuing clash between the state Congress leadership and, of course, Mr. Lovely, and the in charge of the Delhi Congress from the AICC, from the Central Congress Committee, which is Mr. Deepak Babaria. Lovely has alleged that Deepak Babaria was not allowing him to function independently as the DPCC president. He was changing the names that were being suggested for various positions in the party, or he was stalling the appointments. The other two objections or concerns that Lovely has raised are with are directly to do with the alliance in Delhi. He says in his letter that the entire Delhi Congress leadership was against an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party, but then since the High Command went ahead with it, everyone fell in line, and he also tried to work in the interest of the alliance. But after the candidate selection was completed, remember the Congress in Delhi has got three Lok Sabha seats to contest. 4 Lok Sabha seats have been given to the Aam Aadmi Party. On the 3 Lok Sabha seats that that the Congress is contesting, Lovely says 2 of those, North East Delhi and North West Delhi. The third is Chandni Chowk. But on Northeast Delhi, where Kanhaiya Kumar has been fielded, and Northwest Delhi, where Udit Raj has been fielded, Lovely says that these are 2 outsiders who have been fielded by the party, and the statements that these 2 candidates have been making in the press and publicly do not serve the party's interests, and in fact go against what the party has been fighting for or been raising in public, including allegations against their own current ally, which is Arvind Kejriwal. Now, this has created naturally a fresh set of challenges for the alliance in Delhi. The alliance was always up for a very tough battle in Delhi. For the last 2 Lok Sabha elections, the BJP has been sweeping all 7 seats of Delhi. They've won in 2019. They won these seats with huge margins, of 3 lakh plus votes in most of the 7 constituencies. And so, and in the current election, the BJP, barring the Northeast Delhi constituency, where Bhojpuri film star turned politician Manoj Tiwari is the BJP candidate and the incumbent MP. On the remaining 6 seats, the BJP has fielded fresh faces to sort of combat any anti-incumbency against the sitting MPs, and of course to capitalize on a fresh face. So the challenge in these seats for the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress was not a small one to begin with. Add to that, the Aam Aadmi Party has had to, do their campaign this election in under the shadow of the liquor scam, the alleged Delhi liquor scam case, in which their chief campaigner, their main leader, Arvind Kejriwal, is currently in jail. And Lovely points out that, in fact, in the Delhi excise policy case and several other cases, it was the Congress which was the original complainant. And so it's it was anyway difficult for these two parties to explain to the public how this alliance came to be and what it is that they had been saying all the Congress had been attacking the Aam Aadmi Party all along for. How is it that despite that they've come together? It was also difficult for the Aam Aadmi Party because the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi has grown at the expense of the Congress. Their entire outfit came out of an anti-Congress movement during the UPA days when Arvind Kejriwal was part of the India Against Corruption movement. And for a better part of the last 10 years, it was the Congress that was constantly on Arvind Kejriwal's target of attacks. And so this was always going to be a difficult alliance to explain to the public. What Lovely's resignation has done now is made it easier for the BJP to tell the public that look, these two parties, they're misfits in the alliance, they're here only for personal gain, etc. The issue of the candidature of Kanhaiya and Udit Raj was also something that within the Congress had become a major uh, point of discontent among the old loyalists of the party. It's interesting that Lovely points out that these two candidates are outsiders because Mr. Arvinder Singh Lovely himself, though he's been a traditional generational Congress leader, had quit the Congress in 2017 and joined the BJP. And then he returned to the Congress after a year and was eventually made the Delhi Congress president again. This was the second term as the DPCC president. But he calls Kanhaiya and Udit Raj both outsiders. Kanhaiya was with the CPI earlier. He's from Bihar. He contested the last Lok Sabha elections from Begusarai and lost. He came third in that seat. And he joined the Congress very recent, just about two years back. Udit Raj was an MP from the BJP. He quit the BJP, joined the Congress, and is now facing the elections on a Congress ticket. So he calls them outsiders and says that all loyalists of the party who should have been considered, uh, he's indicated that he himself had opted out of the race because there were too many deserving candidates and there were too few seats to contest. But he's indicated that he was batting for Sandeep Dixit, son of former Delhi Chief Minister late Sheila Dixit. He was batting for Rajkumar Chauhan, a former minister in the Sheila Dixit government, and other leaders in the state, that any of these old loyalists of the party could have been chosen and fielded. Why did the party field Kanhaiya? Or why did it field Udit Raj? Now, the issue here, there are various layers to how this is developing. Kanhaiya's candidature was not just a problem for the Congress to explain, but also for the Aam Aadmi Party. I've been speaking to several people in both these parties ever since this development took place. And previously, when Kanhaiya's candidature from Delhi was announced, and the general sense was that the Congress should have refrained from fielding Kanhaiya, particularly from Delhi, because in Delhi and elsewhere, he's seen as a very polarizing figure because of the controversies that the BJP has sort of uh, been able to latch on to Kanhaiya Kumar. Uh, they've branded him as this anti-national urban Naxal member of Tukde Tukde gang, anti-Hindu, all of that, and so it was always going to be difficult for the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party to go and battle that baggage that Kanhaiya comes with. And since there is in the Northeast Delhi constituency already a lot of polarization, because this was the constituency that in February 2022 saw very disturbing and communal riots take place very soon after Delhi had gone to polls, and the Northeast Delhi riots had people from the BJP, leaders like Mr. Anurag Thakur and other members of the party openly communally polarizing and inciting the riots in these areas. The famous Goli Maro slogan had come around that time, and this was the constituency where it had happened. So the candidature of Kanhaiya makes it difficult for both these parties at a time when the Congress is again being branded and the India Alliance is again being branded by Narendra Modi as an alliance that wants to redistribute wealth to Muslims, wants to only appease the minority community, and so on and so forth. So uh, while Lovely may have had his own personal motivations, there have been speculations that he is again in talks with the BJP to return to the BJP. Uh, Lovely has denied that. He has said that he's very much in the Congress and he's not going to join. He made that statement very clearly yesterday at a press conference that he's not going to join any party. He'll stay with the Congress. But then people who are close to him have been telling us in the media that even if he does not join the BJP, if things are not addressed, if his concerns are not addressed, he might look for other options. There has been there have been some murmurs about former Congress MLAs, and Lovely mentioned some 30 to 35 of them yesterday. But even if the figure that he mentioned is an exaggerated one and it's just half that strength, it's still uh, a group of you know career politicians, even if it's 15 former MLAs. There has been speculation that they've been asking him to form his own outfit. Lovely is a prominent Sikh leader in Delhi. Delhi has a substantial Sikh population. And so, whichever way this goes, it's not going to serve any uh, the Congress any good or the Aam Aadmi Party any good. And so this makes the elections here uh, even more of a pitched battle than it already was, and even more challenging task for the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. This whole situation is still developing. We're still hearing various rumors, speculations vis-a-vis Arvinder Singh Lovely with regard to what the Congress is trying to do to pacify the leaders. And so let's see where this goes eventually. But as of now, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party have a new challenge to contend with in the Delhi, the 7 parliamentary seats of Delhi.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.